whichever one you want. Stop.
I put that back over here. I didn't know if you wanted me. I mean, I can read it. Okay. You usually do, but since you were going to be here, I can.
Yeah, I'll do it. We're good.
Okay.
I asked her about this because I wanted to make sure she knew that. Yes. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So Frank, I don't forget. Someone had mentioned, and I think this is not a horrible idea, but next summer like summer short and having the evenings free. So I just don't have to stay late and come in. So I do like maybe if there's not, or like staggering, so they don't have to be here every summer because why is that?
They usually don't work in July, and sometimes they do. So yeah, we can do.
I mean, obviously we could discuss that at some point in time, but before next summer, but just do them because they usually are.
Right. They shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
I noticed that this year after, you know.
And it's mixed league night, so I'm working up to that. Yeah.
Maybe you don't know how to play because
Yeah, I do, but not normally you don't. I'm gonna die on that hill. You usually have to blow air in the kazoo. This is true story. You wait till next week. I will play it.
well, not you know now. I mean, like it takes 1 minute.
Yeah.
You do it.
Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I took that.
All right, we're gonna call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dr. Blau, it's nice to have you back because the pledge is so much more. It's got a lot more. Okay, I need a motion to approve the agenda, please.
Yep.
Sammy, second. Philip, all those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, 6-0. The first item on the agenda, we talked about last meeting with Stephen's resignation, discussed choosing to appoint someone to fill in the role just simply because school was starting and to kind of keep things moving, but we need to get that on the record. We need a motion to appoint a board member. The timing, okay, Andrew, second. Jason, okay. All those in favor?
Yeah.
Okay. Any opposed? Okay. And then we had discussed appointing someone that had previously served, someone that had been previously elected, so we need a motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Chris Haven until the April election.
Okay. Philip, second. Okay. All those in favor? Okay. Any opposed? Okay. 6-0. Thankfully, Chris is here. We'd like to just swear him in and get him moving.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we do
Yeah,
appreciate you
he
doing
gave me a
this
cheat
because this
sheet.
is
Cheat sheet this
someone that's
time,
already
which I
had the
should already
training.
know.
And, yeah.
Alrighty. Sir, if you'd raise your right hand and repeat after me, please.
Yes.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Missouri.
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Missouri.
And that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of school director in and for the district number R80, County of Dent, State of Missouri.
And that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of school director in and for the district number R80, County of Dent, State of Missouri.
To the best of my ability, according to the law, so help me God.
To the best of my ability, according to law, so help me God.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome
Cheat sheet back.
Welcome back.
Thank goodness you got a cheat sheet.
Oh, I know.
Mr. Cumberland put a lot of work into this.
Hey, it helps. I don't have to pay attention as much.
We do appreciate you doing this. This is, like I said, I think people sometimes don't realize how much training and things are involved, and to have someone that has the knowledge and able to keep us moving. So thank you.
As much as I care about all this stuff, this is great. So I didn't mind doing it at all.
Okay, we
Thank you for
appreciate it.
asking.
So, all right, consent agenda. Motion to approve, please. Okay, Sammy, second. Jason, all those in favor?
Yeah.
Any opposed? Okay, 7-0. Okay, communications.
Okay, just a card. Thank you so much for the support shown during this difficult time. Your kind words, prayers, and thoughtful gestures have meant more to me and my family than I can express. The stone is a beautiful reminder of my dad. I'm so blessed to be a part of such a caring district. The family of Doyle Sanders.
Student recognition, we'll get back to that next month.
Next month, are we starting with who? I think it's, yeah. Okay.
Excited. Okay, Dr. Wills.
Yeah, just a few things. We are all moved into the FEMA building. The custodians were incredible during that time. They moved everything within about a day and an hour. And so they were very efficient. Everything went very smooth. I also want to thank Dr. Blau and Mr. Pye for all the work they did. Mr. Pye put in a ton of hours just making sure that everything was right for the teachers coming in. For the most part, it's almost all done. There's a few things we're tweaking. We've had some things come up even in the last week that we're trying to address, specifically to humidity in the building, which is to be not a surprise when you've got that much concrete and it's been as hot as it is, and we're really trying to figure out what the units can handle and where we should have the temperature at. We've still got to get some of the keys made to our universal keys so that we have the key fobs that are electronic going in and out. But other than that, it's a great facility. It looks spectacular. We're very proud of it, and I think we're almost there. So and they came in on time, so that was. Working with Cahill's has been very good. I can honestly say it's been a great experience working with them, and they've really worked very hard. I mean, I can give examples of we tell them something, and within 30 minutes they're addressing it. Brandon, we had a little bit. There was some stuff still left in the hallway the night before open house, right? And by 6:30 you were there, and it was already gone. So they were very good to work with, and have been to this point.
Do we plan to have a dedication or do something?
We haven't gotten to that point. There's
Okay.
still a few things we would like to do some sort of open house, even though we had open house.
Sure.
And then we still have to have some discussions with FEMA as far as who gets keys in regards to the fire department, the police department, and who's going to open that after hours, and we've still got to have some drills with our students about where they go in which rooms, and where the public can go and stay in the hallways if needed.
Okay.
So we've still got some of those things to address. Yeah. But we will have some type of opening, yes. Just a quick update, and I'm sure you all have seen this. We have some drainage issues on the football field with the crosswalk and the handicap access. So we do have some people that are going to put in a drain for us to run that water off past that retaining wall, so that we don't have any washout on the track. And let's see, the parking lots update. The high school is complete. The middle school is complete. The upper, we had a few issues there. All of the potholes have been fixed. We did put a speed bump in. However, when they began cutting out the sections to repave where those potholes were, they started running into a problem of more of the pavement breaking off. So it's going to require probably a bigger investment from us to get that all completely resurfaced. So we're in discussions to see what that would cost. That'll probably go in next year's budget, to where we can overlay essentially the rest of the entire parking lot to get everything black and repainted and everything. But there are the lines were done, so it is improved. It's not exactly where we want it to be, but that's okay. The people we've been working with have been really good. They said, hey, we can come in and spray it and seal it, but that truly would be probably a waste of several $1,000s to do. So I will cut you a deal off of not doing that, and then you can reinvest that next year. So that's kind of our thoughts on the parking lot. All of our roof projects are complete, so that's exciting. We're now looking at where we had some leaks in the high school about having some drywall redone in some of those rooms. And the gym floor, we had some leaks on the east side, and so they're going to come in not our insurance company, but the roofing company is going to come in and resurface the gym floor. We're going to do that probably in March because there's not as much activity on that gym floor about that time. You get through high school basketball, girls and boys, you get through and you start to look at middle school volleyball and make sure that you can get through that, and then we can take a week and probably get that redone. The track, so the track's still on schedule to be redone. We've given them some dates. They haven't gotten back to me about what dates. We'll have to be off the track for a week. They're going to do 1 week where they cut out that section and fix the spot that's sinking, but we can use the football field during that time. However, there will be another week where we'll have to completely shut it down. And so Coach Carr gave me 3 weeks that we could probably completely stay off of it in the fall. But that's also going to depend on their schedule for the fall. And if it doesn't get done this fall, it will get done first thing in the summer. So we're still on track for that. And to be quite honest, until we can kind of get the retaining wall piece finished, it's probably not a good idea to get the track done until then. That's all I've got, believe it or not. So school started. It's been good. So we're about a day and a half in.
Dr. Blau.
Yeah, so you have my report. A couple things I wanted to say. Really appreciated. We had some school board participation that came to the open house and made a difference. I felt very supported to have some of the school board there, and I think really pretty proud of this building and what's going on there. It's also very fun during the the activity that we had in the district to be able to see some board members that were able to participate in that as well. It was a big deal. Also, we kind of hardly ever have this opportunity, but got to spend some extra time with Dr. Wills and Mr. Copeland at some seminars, and it was great to be together as a team and to be able to see the good leadership that we have, and it's much appreciated. So, at the school, I mean, we are off to a flying start. It's really been fantastic. Of course, it would be, and but kindergarten and preschool can't be beat. You all know that, but it's been wonderful, and we have not quite nailed down what time we're going to do our 9/11 activity. When we do, I'll send it to Dr. Wills and invite all of you. It is a quick, short, really cool, fun thing to do with all the kindergartners there. So, I'll be sure to invite you to come do that if you'd like to. Any questions?
Thank you. Mr. Price?
All right, so we started school and we got a new grade level, and that was, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit stressful for a while. But the whole building schedule completely flipped, and I cannot express enough how grateful and thankful I am for the staff at the upper. Truly, they've been phenomenal. Their patience, their just willingness to accept a new challenge, like change is hard. Growing and just changing, that's very difficult, and literally everything changed. So not the building schedule, the way they do lunches, the way we do recess, everything, and they have went above and beyond, just been encouraging, they've been positive, and it's been really good to see. I couldn't have asked for a smoother 2 days that we've had so far. So it's been really good.
Thank you. Teresa,
Hi.
you're hiding.
Back here behind Mr. Moore. Yeah, so we have had an outstanding first day, second day. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings, but I'm just gonna, knock on wood or whatever that, the wheels stay on. Our front office, our staff is a little bit different. I cannot thank Ms. Gregory for the incredible support that she has just made the start of the new school year just incredible. She's just such a blessing to have. Over the summer, we painted the middle school, so if you haven't walked through, it has a different color, and I think it looks less institutional, because institutional gray is better than institutional white. We need to put a little more artwork into the walls. We're going to take some of the decals that were there down to paint. We're going to put them back up. We kind of took the trophy case, brought it down to the front entrance, because our focus is when we have visitors in the building, we need to make sure that we are showcasing what our kids can do and their talents and the pride that we have in our building. So that's still, it's almost like wrapping the perfect gift, and I haven't got the bow on it just perfect just yet, but we're almost there. But it was a great first day. I'm really proud of our staff. We had a big meeting right after school, and nobody wants to meet after school the first day. You're exhausted. But they were all smiles, and they were still energetic and sharing their joys and the highlight of the day. And as always, nothing works out perfectly, especially in middle school. We still have iron or, wrinkles to iron out and smooth transitions to get down. But they were just a phenomenal staff on that first day. Today was just as good, but it's great. I'm feeling the love right now. I hope it stays that way. And our sixth graders, holy cow, you did great with them. They are like angels. The best group.
2 days in.
Every staff member's like, holy cow, the sixth graders are so good.
What about the fifth grade that you wanted to get rid of so bad?
No, they are now seventh graders. They're now seventh graders.
Wait, my kids
But not yours.
Not her. High school's the same way. I mean, we're rocking and rolling. Everything's going great. Our students have been phenomenal. Our freshmen, they're attentive, they're listening, they're, yes. She's done a great job making sure that transition was good. I know Dr. Blau has helped with the rural school transitions, and it's gonna be better next year. Our staff, we don't have a lot of new staff, so everything's still rocking and rolling and doing really good. I didn't expect anything less. We have amazing staff. I know on my board report that I have that Rob Wofford was named South Central Regional Teacher of the Year, but now he is a semifinalist for state.
Wonderful.
So, yes.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
As far as anything else, we have a lot of firsts coming up. Our first home football game, our first JV football game, our first volleyball game. So if you can get out and about to those, we love to see you guys.
And it's the second day of school and you're linking data already, and I'm loving it.
I am. I put all of our
got some test scores.
I did. I put all our
Yeah.
EOC data in there, so you can look at that and see where we are. We're almost everywhere we're above. I mean, we've made improvements, and we're at least where we need to be, if not above. So.
Great. Thank you. Okay. The rest of the board packets board reports are in your packet. So we can move on to new business.
So it says the MSBA policy updates. It's not just the leaves and vacation. There's some things in there regarding the homeschool and MISHA eligibility. So there's several policy updates. Those things all came out, as I said, as the governor signed that on June 30th, and then it took a while to get the policy updates written by MSBA, and then they have to go through the lawyers. So that's all the things in your packet. They're for you to peruse. I won't go through all that stuff with you. We've kind of been through it, but if you have any questions, please ask. There was one thing, and Mr. Copeland caught it, and I did not catch it, that discussed K-8 students that are homeschooled participating. We'll probably have to have a conversation about if you want to add some language in there in regards to K-8 students that don't live in our district participating in activities. So that's just something to think about.
Clearly, the phone policy is the most visible one.
Yes.
The one that's catching the most attention. So, okay, so we need a motion to approve those. So, Philip, second. Sammy. Any more discussion on those or questions? Okay, all those in favor?
Yep.
Okay, any opposed?
I probably should have
Yeah,
abstained just
six-
because I haven't
yeah.
read them.
Yep,
Yeah.
601. That's fine. Okay. The first student contract, transportation contract.
That's just it's a standard contract that is fully reimbursable through the ECSC program that we use. First student, we're going to look at possibly in the future doing that ourselves, but as of right now, with it being 100% reimbursable, we just recommend going with first student and continuing that relationship.
Need a motion to approve that contract? Okay, Andrew, second. Jason, okay. Any questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed?
Yeah, I did that one.
Okay.
We've been doing that one for years.
Yep, 7 of them.
Yeah, been using them forever.
Okay, the LT and public placement fund addendum.
This one is, This one is just, it's an addendum to an existing agreement we already have. What this will do is this allows the same company that we have through MSBA they will be able to, they're going to try and track down, I can't think of a better phrase to say it, but students that leave our district but still are considered residents of our district. Maybe they're in a facility care, maybe they're in foster care, but we have the ability to charge that district tuition for our resident students. And so they will do that for us for a 10% fee, I believe, and they only charge that 10% if they find a student. Yeah. And they actually, it also, the placement fund addendum is a state program that also is included in that, which is if they're placed by the state.
Motion to approve that?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, second.
Yep.
Philip, any other questions, comments on that? Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, abstain, no, one abstention. Okay, 601.
Yep.
Okay, we need to approve the preliminary annual Secretary of the Board report.
That is just the regular Secretary of the Board report that Mary and Tracy have to submit to the state. That is the document that I use to calculate tuition. So it's essentially our financials for the year.
Motion by Jason, second by Marjorie. Any questions on that? Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, abstention? Okay, 601. Okay, and the Head Start agreement.
That's a yearly MOU that we have with Head Start.
Okay, no changes or anything there.
No.
So, okay, need a motion to approve that, please. Sammy, second. Philip. Okay, any other questions on that? Okay. All those in favor? Okay, any opposed? Okay, 7-0. Okay, hires, resignations, and transfers.
And these are all non-certified personnel that we've had to hire. We had some, Sarah Wells as a personal aide at ECSC, Heather Whitlock as a classroom para at Upper, Lynn Mass as an aide, and Cody Sagdalin, I think that's how you pronounce it, Sagdalin, as an upper elementary aide. And this is based on, students we've had come in that are requiring some help. And then Molly Toothaker resigned as a William Lynch paraprofessional, and we replaced her.
Okay. The last item on the agenda is the tax rate hearing.
Yep.
Presentation on that.
So just to give you a little bit of an idea of where we're going with the tax rate. Just a second so I can give you guys the full. So a couple things about the tax rate. This is the public hearing. Just to give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So the tax rate that gets set is specific to just our district. So this is not part of per se the county. This tax rate is just set for Salem R80. So essentially, which is roughly the city limits plus if you went out 32 East. It's kind of a teardrop shape and everything that surrounds it. So if you live in R1, which is Oak Hill, R2 Green Forest, R3 Dent Phelps, or R4 Northwood, this does not pertain to your tax rate. They have their own separate tax rates. This is simply for R80. This just kind of gives you the reason why we do it. As you all know, and as I've explained to you, we are not looking to increase taxes. We are continuing to set the tax rate at $275, which is the state minimum. I did a little bit of research, and out of the 500 districts in the state of Missouri, roughly 50 of them there's only about 50 districts that are left at that $2.75 tax rate. So I guess that my point of saying is that previous boards, previous superintendents have done a very good job with the financials of this district to be able to still be at the $2.75 minimum tax rate and be one of only 50 districts in the state to still do that. We also, and this is the actual financials for those of you, this was published in the paper. It is a $2.75 property tax rate. There is a 45-cent debt service tax rate that is on the high school that was passed a number of years ago. That will sunset in 2033. Based on this calculation, we will have to make a prepayment on that debt service in December on that 45 cents. I'll start having discussions with Gilmore Bell about that amount. It'll probably be a little less than 100,000 that we will be able to prepay on that 45 cents. So again, this is what I talked about. These are the four funds: the general fund, which is 275, which is the state minimum; the special revenue or teachers fund, that's always zeroed out because that is the actual money that we pay with our teachers. Debt service is that 45 cents of the bonds that were issued on the high school, and we're not transferring anything to capital projects or to add to the levy from that. So your grand total for all funds is $3.20, which it's been since the high school. Yep. I apologize for this, but this is a reassessment year. Whoops. This is a reassessment year. We are not allowed to receive any kind of windfall from a reassessment. That is considered the Hancock Amendment. So we can only get 5% or less if there is a reassessment. But historically in Dent County, we've never had an increase of 5%. And even if we did that, if it was 8%, we would only be able to get 5% of that 8%. So you're not looking at a huge increase again this year. However, it is a little bit more than last year, which was not a reassessment year. Does anybody have any questions, comments? This is essentially the time if there's any public comments or if anyone has any questions that I can answer. Certainly willing to do that if I can. But again, we're looking at the tax rate not changing from last year or previous years.
Any public comments? Okay. All right. So we need a motion to adopt the tax rate at $2.75 and then the 45-cent debt service fund. Andrew, Philip, second. Any other discussion or questions? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. 7-0. Okay, that's it, unless there's anything else, but we need a motion to adjourn and move into executive session. Andrew, seconded by,
Give it to Chris.
seconded by Chris, I got Andrew and Chris. All those in favor? Any opposed? 7-0. Thank you guys. Do we need anyone to stay?
No. Now,
Okay.
maybe Mrs. Haven, if she's, do you have that? Okay. She may have to stay just for a little bit, if that's okay.
Otherwise, make sure you grab a sandwich. And...
Will, you said no need to stay?
No. Thanks.
Welcome.